hang on what
hang on what hang on what hang on what
Okay one more 空干呐
空干呐
One two three
1 2 3
空干呐
空干呐 one more
Hello everybody, this is Kriscell from Kristainment. I hope you have a wonderful day. So it has been a while since I do this kind of conversational video lah. Okay, so today I promise you it will be one of the hottest and most 劲爆 topic that we're going to talk about. Okay, yes, it's not Omicron. It's not COVID. Wow, all these yeah lah, it's hot lah, but kind of boring lah. Okay, so what I'm going to talk about today right is actually this local entertainer Wang Lei 大哥 who has been criticized on the newspaper and on many social media platforms for teaching two angmoh in France some Hokkien phrases or maybe Hokkien vulgarities. It depends on how you see it. Okay, some of you may say it's just phrases, some of you may say it's just vulgarities. Okay, so it really depends on who. Okay, but anyway, the article also said he disgraced Singapore. I think that's the key thing. He disgraced Singapore. Okay, so by now, right, many of you will be like thinking hey, so today am I going to stand on Wang Lei's side to defend him? Or am I going to join the rest of the people to actually criticize him to say that he really disgraced Singapore or what? Okay, but before I go into that topic to answer your question, okay, actually you know I have not actually watched any of Wang Lei video from the France incident. Actually, what really caught my attention is the clarification video that he has done after Shin Ming actually published his article okay, because he was saying okay, the interview that he did with the reporter was actually not on the teaching of the phrases but rather the topic that he interviewed on is actually on the Malaysia flood and how he actually helped. You see, so he was also quite pissed when the article when published time is about not so much about the flood but rather about how he teach the angmoh some Hokkien phrases and then that leads to him disgracing Singapore Okay, so before we go into the juicy part, okay, just to let you all know who is Wang Lei in case you all don't know he's a 歌台 singer quite a popular one you know those 7-month so-called concert for the good brothers, our good brother, our 好兄弟 so he's one of those 歌台 singer. Okay, he's also an actor. I think most of you might have seen some of his shows whereby he act in the Jack Neo movies Okay, then recently I can tell you recently, I don't know you call it an interesting career pivot or job pivot okay, he actually become an online fish seller. Yes, he sell fish online one. Okay, more commonly known as the fish selling brother or maybe in Chinese the 卖鱼哥Okay, so you all will know him by that Okay, his stream his Facebook streams usually conducted in Mandarin and Hokkien. But then what made him stand up among the others is not his Mandarin or Hokkien, but the fact that there is a lot of vulgarities, Hokkien vulgarity in specific in his live stream. But then what was so strange was that the more Hokkien vulgarities he have the more popular his stream is, and the more people will buy fish from him. This I cannot understand. Okay, personally, I watched a couple of Wang Lei's Facebook video before where he together with his disciple Chao okay, they will usually start the video already got a few Hokkien phrases here and there already. For me okay, having some Hokkien phrases here there it adds a bit of local flavor, because for me also same I also same one. For me I also sometimes add a bit of Chinese words here, sometimes add a bit of Hokkien word here, sometimes also add a bit of Singlish word there. All this is to try to make our content or our videos a bit more unique, a bit more localized. This is our point. Okay, of course, our audiences may be from people who are from overseas. Then they may not understand all this. Then they may say, "Wow, this one is very low class, low sex, whatever lah." Okay, but you know what we try to do here is to be unique. So I think what Wang Lei is doing is quite similar to me lah. Okay, but I must say for Wang Lei, right, sometimes okay. Even for me, I also can feel a bit uncomfortable lah. Okay, especially when Hokkien body parts start to come out already. Yeah, for that I also sometimes cannot take it I also cannot take it. I mean, in the army okay, for those of you who serve the army, you already know the sergeant wow, sometimes for no apparent reason they will start to shout all this vulgarity at you. But then in the army it's different. Army is very the vulgarity is a one-way traffic one. From the sergeant to the man only. It's always like that one. But then in Wang Lei's video, it's different. In his video, right, it's for everyone. That's why I don't think Wang Lei, when he has all this vulgarity, it's really meant to target as a person. Okay, it's more like he's trying to express his emotion and things like that. Okay, that is from what I can see lah. Okay, that's why I don't think it's targeted at anyone. Okay, I don't think it's targeted at anyone. Okay, but then like I said, when he is angry with something or when he's not happy with something, sometimes the vulgarity can go a bit more extreme lah. Okay, can be one, and that is what makes some people quite uncomfortable lah. Okay, I understand this is his style. Okay, this is style, and this is what actually make him successful as this online seller. Okay, but then some people may not find it so lah. Some people may not. For me if I'm uncomfortable with his vulgarities, okay, what I will do is very simple. I will just close the video lor, don't watch. Then tomorrow or the day after, right, when he has a new video, then I watch. I mean, I personally I don't hold it against him because that is his style. I know this is his style, and I know he's not scolding me. I know that he's not scolding me. Okay, of course if he scold me, then it's a different case you cannot like that right? But if he's adding vulgarity into his video, and if it's not too much, I mean, for me, if it's not too much, I'm acceptable. Okay, I will continue to watch. If it's too much, then I find it very uncomfortable. I'll just close. I'll just close. I will not hold it against him. I'll not hold it against him. Okay, but I must say okay, overall I do find Wang Lei's video quite entertaining. Sometimes pretty funny I must say sometimes his videos are very funny, very amusing okay, as an entertainer, I think he did quite a good job. But I must also say this okay, I do feel that his video eventually will reach a point whereby it starts to get a bit boring, because I mean, how many ways you can sell fish, or how many ways you can sell things online? It's just that. It's just a different product only. Yeah, but the way you can sell is quite standard one. So and then the vocabulary for vulgarities are also very limited one. I mean, even you want to talk about body parts, your body parts also limited one. How many type of vulgarities can you come up from the body parts? It's very limited one. That's why once you hear a lot already, I can tell you you will get boring very easily
我跟你讲今天你们大家都知道报纸林北一直登你们看到？
有啦，看到了啦，很好练。
不是好练我被人家出卖。
真的
我被人家出卖，我是西北独揽这件事情，林北是西北独揽，记者老爷也好，老总也好，我跟你讲现在什么网站放我的一定新闻的，一定是新闻的，但是做新闻要摸良心，要摸良心。你今天访问我水灾的事情，你就好好写水灾的。你今天要访我骂粗话，叫某人骂粗话，你叫。报纸今天每个人攻击我对不对？很多人攻击你我跟你讲你们也是干的跟你讲，林北又不是骂粗话，第一次是不骂粗话。
几次？
他们说了，那今天报纸又登了，我第一次骂粗话。
没有啊。
我
记得他从生出来第一句话就是。
对了，我跟你讲所以记者访问的时候，我坦白讲不是反问这个的啦。访问是访问什么，你知道吗？
什么？
水灾的。他为什么我水灾，连明年有什么愿望，什么鬼一大堆。
连结果出来是这个。
现在不要给你们看，所以我真的是西北爱玩我没有骗你的。访问的时候是，你看他因为我不要回答嘛，你看他第一题，来水灾的事情，筹款了，对不对？来你卖货的心情在这边有什么访问的你什么礼物什么一大堆我完全不知道 登出来头版是林北叫阿嬷的妈出啊，叫阿嬷的妈出啊，也是林北的事情，关新加坡屁事啊！那些网民你走路小心过马路啊！我跟你讲，骂车是我跟新加坡什么关系？下水新加坡下水新加坡你不要看看对不对？没有不行，那些网民你去新民光日报看，联合早报看。
Okay, now a bit serious tone. Okay, you know, in his recent clarification video, okay, where he claims, okay, he was wronged by the reporter and SPH. Okay, that one, I felt, okay, Wang Lei did not handle it properly, and imagine backfire to him. Yeah, because in his clarification video, same thing, you know, he will use a lot of vulgarities to, as usual, to express his anger, his unhappiness about the whole entire incident. Okay, but then he must also know this, you know, his video is made public one. He's made public one. Not everybody, like me, you know, 看就算, you know, just see it and then forget about it. No, you know, some people will actually take his vulgarities to heart, you know. And that's what make people don't like him at all. Yeah. In fact, if you ask me, okay, in his video, okay, where he was trying to say that, you know, he was being wrong by the reporter interviewing him, because when the reporter was interviewing him, right, the topic that they are supposed to talk about is about the Malaysian flood and how he actually helped the whole situation there. So he should clarify that the interview is only about this. There's nothing about anything else. And then stop, period. Stop there, just stop there. Don't need to go on already. Because the more he clarify, right, it's like, you know, 越描越黑, you know, until you want to jump into the yellow river also cannot wash away. You know. So he should just stop it there. Instead, Wang Lei continued to say that, you know, he always used vulgarity in his daily life. And then this is not the first time he's using vulgarity. Even Chao also, you know, tap Jika and say that, yeah, since day one, he's born, he has been using vulgarity already. You know, all these statements, it's true, it's a fact, yes, I agree. We all know who Wang Lei is, and then we all know what made him so unique, so real. It's his vulgarities. Okay, that one no wrong. Okay, I'm not saying it's wrong. Okay, I'm not saying it's wrong that he say all this. Okay, what I'm saying that he should not have said all this, because it's not going to help him. It's not going to help him, because when viewers who don't know about him, okay, may not know so well about him, when they watch that video, right, you know, by saying all these things, it creates the impression in those viewers that wow, Wang Lei is a very 粗鲁 person, a very vulgar person, use a lot of vulgarities. So when he go to France, naturally, so low class person will start to influence the Angmoh there, you know. That's why he want to teach all the Angmoh all the vulgarities. And then that will then say that, yeah, then all these viewers will say, wow, then the article is correct, you know. The article is not wrong, you know. So really, you know, Wang Lei teach the Angmoh all the vulgarities, and he's really disgracing Singapore. There's also this one part in his video that even for me, I also very angry. Okay, you all know I'm the type that 听就算了, you know, listen, forget about it, watch, forget about it. I don't take it to heart one. But there's this part, I also get a bit angry. Because he must understand, okay, the one who interviewed Wang Lei, right, is the reporter. The one who write the article, right, is the reporter. The one who published the article, right, is SPH. You know, if he's angry, he felt that he's being wronged by these two persons, go ahead, vent all his anger, his frustration at these two persons. No problem. I won't care. Nobody will care. You know, nobody will care. Yeah, but why? Why must Wang Lei, right, you know, bring all the netizen, all the Wang Ming into the picture and then scold all the Wang Ming? Why? Does he understand or not? The success that he has today is from all the Wang Ming, you know, that he just scolded. When he scold his Wang Ming, it's like scolding the hand that is feeding him. Ayo, you sure you know what you're doing or not, brother? Ayo. I know okay. In your normal video, you also use a lot of vulgarity. But I don't think you will scold the people who are paying for your fish, right? Cannot be, right? You don't scold your customer, no matter how bad they are, right? You must know your customer is always right. You don't scold them, what? Even if you are unhappy, right, you just tell them. But you don't scold them. That's why in this case, if you're really unhappy about the reporter, you're really unhappy at speech, go ahead and scold. That's why I don't know. When you say Wang Ming, right, do you accidentally say yeah or not? Or on purpose one? But either way, right, you know, like your video is being put public right now. It's on public mode, you know. Everybody can watch it. And you don't even edit that out. It means that, yeah, it's really Wang Ming, you know. You're scolding everybody who watched that video. I also watched that video there. Why you scold me? Okay, now come to the video whereby he teach the two Angmoh the Hokkien phrases. Okay, well, I may not have the exact context on why Wang Lei decided to teach the two Angmoh the Hokkien phrases. Okay, but I believe okay, for most of us there will be some point in our life whereby we have friends that come to us to ask us to teach them a word or two about the language that we are more familiar with and then in most of the time okay, we will be more than happy to teach them and we will teach them a lot of words more than just the one or two that they ask for. And I can guarantee of all the words you teach sure got one or two is bad word one okay, but the purpose that most of us when we want to share with our friends or teach them the words it's not because we want to corrupt them, but rather we just want to let them know hey, these are the bad words so if you hear that people say that behind your back wow, that means they are cursing you so that you can retaliate back or something like that so this is more like the purpose. It's really not to corrupt them. Okay, so in the case for Wang Lei okay, he actually so-called teach the Angmoh three phases okay, three phases. The first phase is the heng on huat okay, which I think in the video you can see the two Angmoh just say out okay. So heng on huat I also don't know what it means so I go and did some search okay. Basically it seems to be a phrase that is used during the Chinese New Year period that symbolizes luck and prosperity. So okay this one I think it's okay. Okay, he's okay to teach them right. Teach them how to say what this okay this one no wrong okay. Now come to the more controversial one which is the next two phases okay. The severity the level of severity for the next two phases okay will differ from people to people okay. I quote one example okay. Most of you all watch a lot of YouTube videos also right okay. So for some of the videos the use of the F word some people acceptable some people say it's okay but then some people will say wow, the use of F word are very vulgar, very rude, very offensive. It's not okay. So you see it's the same word but then different people view it differently. Okay, so now come back to Wang Lei case the second phase that he so-called teach the two Angmoh is hong gan okay. To me personally I think it's okay because hong gan basically means we are screwed big time jialat liao big problem already. That's all it means. So for me I would say okay so I don't see that as a problem okay. But then the next phase KNN that one I find it quite offensive okay. That's why I also don't want to say it okay. Yeah, so you see two words basically one is okay with me, one is not okay. Yeah, so I don't know about you guys okay. I think some of you may find both okay, some of you may find both not okay, or some of you may find hong gan okay, KN okay like me, or you will see the vice versa, the opposite one. You will say that the hong gan not okay but KN is okay. Okay, I don't know. So maybe you let me know how you feel okay. What do you think about the few phases that Wang Lei teach to the two Angmoh okay in the comment below so that we can discuss about this I mean very openly nothing wrong right. Let's discuss more okay. But the more important question is it considered a disgrace to Singapore when Wang Lei teaches the two Angmoh the Hokkien phases Well, think of it this way if Wang Lei himself is not an influencer, I believe no one will care, no one will chap at all whether is it a disgrace or not, or whether what he had teach that few Angmoh or not. You see, but of course the fact that Wang Lei is Wang Lei okay, so he's an influencer. Then how do we see it? How do we see it? Let me know your views okay in the comment below okay. It'll be interesting to know how you see whether is it a disgrace or you think it's not. Okay, for me, I see the clip more as funny and interesting. Yeah, not so much of a disgrace if you seriously if you ask me. It may be because I don't see it, I don't take it too hard but I don't see it as a insult or anything like that. Okay, but I know okay, some of you don't feel the same way as I do, especially after you have read the Shin Ming article okay. Okay, but then actually more importantly okay, it's not how you or me feel. Okay, more importantly I want to know I don't know who has the answer okay, is whether the two Angmoh after Wang Lei have teach them that three Hokkien phrases do they actually understand the context and the meaning of the phrases or they are just basically like rapping around like that, and then having fun only. This is actually more important thing that I want to know. Now we do some explanation. Okay, we do some explanation. Okay, you know, in Wang Lei video, he always has to use the word 林北 here, 林北 there. Okay, but do you guys know what it means? Okay, so maybe I explain a bit. Okay, the direct translation or 林北 means is your father. Okay, but when used in Wang Lei context or in the local context, it means me, but as someone who is much more authoritative. Basically that's what it means. It basically means trying to address himself, but he's trying to put himself slightly a bit higher than, you know, the most of the people there. That's what he means only. Okay. And then what about the word, you know, the phrase, "walao eh," you know, which I also use quite often in my videos. Okay. Do you all know what it means or not? Do you all know or not? I don't know. Okay, I pause here. If you know what it means, you comment below, you say you know what it means, and then you write what is it. Okay, if you don't know, never mind, I will explain to you now. Okay, so basically, "walao" okay, direct translation okay, is I think it's in Teochew or Hokkien. Okay, "walao" means my elderly okay, but then when we use in the local context and with the a you know, "walao a" okay, behind it it means what the hell, you know, what the you know, something like that. You know, it's like hey, what's going on? You know, you can say you can say basically, hey, what's going on? You know, it's like you are asking a question. You know, it's like you're surprised about something. You know, you're surprised about something that happened. Okay most of the time it's used in the negative context when something bad happened. Yeah, so we usually use in the local terms. "walao eh." Okay, it's also quite a popular Singlish phrase that you can hear. Even the youngsters they also use this. Okay, so you see okay, how the different terms okay, or different phrases could mean very differently when direct translated and then when we use in the local context. Okay, I think maybe okay, this one give me an idea. Okay, actually maybe I can have a video to talk about all these various Singlish or Hokkien term. Then I can you know tell you guys what it means in the direct translation and then what it really means when they use in the local context. I mean, some of you may also heard me say ya ya ba ba ya, you know, but do you know what it means or not? Okay, another question. If you know what it means, you comment below. What does ya ya ba ba ya mean? Cannot Google cannot play cheat you all cannot go and Google what is it If you all really genuinely know what ya ya ba ba ya means, you all comment below. Okay, if you don't know, never mind. Okay, I promise you all, when I reach the 5K subscriber time, I will do a video on all these one. I will explain. Okay, I won't say all because I may not know all. I will explain most of the popular Singlish term that we use. Okay, the Hokkien one, the Malayu one, the Chinese one, the English one, even the English one I also have. I will explain okay, the more popular one. I will explain what it means in the direct translation or directly what it means, as well as when we use it in our local context, what it means. Alright, that's it for this video. So if you like this video, seriously, I don't know whether this video can be monetized or not. I scared it will be demonetized because of the Hokkien phrases. But never mind. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, okay? Like it and then share it, okay? Like it and share it. That will be doing me a very big favor already, okay? Thank you very much, Thank you very much. Okay, and if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, okay, please, go ahead and click the subscribe button now and then hit the bell button so that you'll be notified of any new videos that I'll be doing. Okay, this is very important, especially if you find what is coming out of my mouth very relatable to you or you can relate to it. Okay? So till my next video, everybody please stay safe, and this is Kriscell signing off.